Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. You guys, in today's video, I am going to be unboxing and testing out the new Htvront A300 auto hat press. That was a mouthful. But this is the new hat press that they have launching this month, and I'm really excited to try it out with you guys. In the box comes obviously the hat press, and then it comes with two plates. You get one that is for an adult size hat, and then you also get one that is for a youth hat. It does come with an instruction manual as well, and then it also comes with obviously the power cord and then some heat resistant sublimation gloves. Okay, in this video I'm going to do two hats for you. I'm going to do a sublimation hat. I think it came out perfect. And then I'm going to do a glitter HTV hat as well. Both of these were done with a free file that I made for you guys. So this file is available in the description box for free so that you can go ahead and craft along with me if you have this machine and you have these hats. All of the materials will be linked down below, again, including this free sublimation file. It's a freebie I made for you all to use so that, again, you can craft along with me and get the same kind of, hopefully the same results on this project. But this is what we are doing today, guys. One thing I do want to touch on really quickly is the main difference between this auto hat press and then the manual hat press from Htvront, because I do have that one as well. The biggest difference is obviously this one is auto, the other one is manual. So for the other one, you have to manually pull down the lever to start pressing the hat. This one, you push a button and it closes for you, which you will see in this video. That is the biggest difference. I do like this one, I think, a lot better. Again, the results that I got, the pressure that I was able to get, everything, it took some of the work out of having to manually pull down the lever and manually open the lever when it's done as well. This just took all of that out and I still got the same results as the manual. So my personal preference, I do prefer this one just for that aspect alone, because as far as results in my project, they were pretty much the same. Okay, this is what we are doing today, guys, so definitely stick around for that. All right, you guys, let's go over the materials for this project. You will obviously need the hat press. This is everything that came in the box, not this stuff over here, but it came with two plates. So one is going to be for adult hats, one is going to be for children's hats or youth hats. There is one already on the machine here, and then it came with the second one. It came with obviously the instruction manual, a power cord, and then a pair of sublimation heat-resistant gloves. So this is everything that came in the box. I wanted to kind of, save you the time of watching me take it out. That part isn't that serious. You want the machine, right? You are also going to need some hats. Obviously, I have one sublimation hat here. This is a Make Market, I believe. I picked it up from Michael's. And then this is a sports hat. I think I picked up from Target, maybe. I'm actually not sure where this hat came from. But it didn't come from a craft store. This either came from like a Walmart or maybe Target. You're obviously going to need some kind of file. So I have the glitter file here that we'll be using today is going to go on this black hat. And then this is the sublimation hat. So I have a sublimation print. And you're going to need some heat resistant tape and some butcher paper or parchment paper for your sublimation hat. All right, so now I want to show you how to measure your hat to make sure that you have the right size print. So what I do is I just take some measuring tape here. You can use a ruler if you don't have measuring tape. And I just kind of figure how big I want my image to be on my hat. And I do like larger images. So I just measure here. I'm going to go about maybe an inch from each edge, which put me at about 5 inches is what I ended up deciding. So from here to about 5 inches will leave me a little bit of space on each side. And then the same thing for this part here. I measure, so here is the stitching. I don't go all the way down and I don't go where it starts to curve here. I go right below that. So that put me at about 2.5 here. So that was the size I made for my print. That will go here, and it should be a pretty nice size. And I did the same thing for the other hat, but that's how I measure my hats to get the perfect size print. All right, so I have it plugged in, and I want to kind of quickly show you how we're gonna go ahead and set the time and temperature. So all I did was plug it in. I haven't done anything else yet. And the power button you see here is blinking. I'm gonna go ahead and push that. Now for the first hat, I'm gonna be doing the HTV. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and this is the temperature. I'm gonna push the temperature button, and you set it to 350 degrees, and then you push, this is the timer button. I'm going to push that, and that's how you change your time. Okay, so I'm going to put it on 350 degrees for 25 seconds. This is the button that makes it go up and down. To put your hat on, we're going to move this back. I will show you that when it's done preheating and it's ready to go. I'll show you exactly how we're going to load it onto the machine. All right, you guys, so our heat press is to temperature. It's at 350 degrees for 25 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with this first hat. It's not sublimation. Like I said before, I did get this from either Walmart or maybe Target. It's not like a craft hat or anything like that. It's just a kind of like a workout type hat. Okay. So to load your hat onto your press, you're going to take this top part and you're going to move it backwards like this. Okay. You move it backwards. This top part moves forward and backward. And then there is a lever here. This is how you're going to pull the hat taut or tight. I really don't like that word taut. Okay. So this right here, this lever, this is going to go in the back part of the hat here. This here, okay? And this is what makes it tight so that it's nice and flush with the plate at the top. So we're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna make sure that that silver lever is on the inside of the hat. We're going to go ahead and line this part up to here, and then you push the lever down and it pulls the hat tight for you. Now, this is important. You do want to make sure it's as tight as possible, just because you want to make sure you get a good amount of pressure so that your image adheres. Okay, this is the gold glitter I'm going to be applying. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm actually going to trim it because it is touching like the seam part. So I'm just going to trim it really close to the edge of the glitter. And I have a runaway dot, so I need to fix that as well. One of my dots kind of shifted here. Okay, there we go. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and place this. Now I'm not going to cover this with the butcher paper. The butcher paper is for the sublimation image, but I am going to put 2 pieces of heat resistant tape. I just want to make sure that it doesn't shift. Once I place it down, I don't want it to move. Now, this is an auto hat press. This button here is for presets, which I do not have. I went ahead and I made my own. So now we're going to go ahead and slide this. And then we're going to push this green button, and this plate is going to go down. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't go down. This bottom part goes up into the plate. Now there's a piece of vinyl right here that's sticking out, that's not getting pressed. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll just kind of, once this is done, I'll rotate it a little bit, and then go ahead and press this little corner part I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little piece of vinyl right here that's not being pressed. It just means the size of my image was a little bit bigger, but that's fine. So I'll go ahead and loosen and just turn it a little bit. And then we'll repress this part here. I'm going to repress it for about 15 seconds. I just want to make sure that part gets a good amount of pressure. And then we'll press the green button and let it go ahead and press for 15 seconds. I can already see some of the HTV on this side was stuck down, which is good. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love that. Wow. Everything looks to be tacked down. Now my hat does look a little melted, but again, I know it's not a craft hat. So definitely make sure, not melted, just kind of singed a little bit like right here. But that's just my blank. It has nothing to do with the machine. That looks really, really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our sublimation image. This is a sublimation trucker hat. So this is more of a craft hat. Actually, what I need to do, because I'm doing sublimation, I need to up this to 400 degrees. So I'm going to hit the temperature button and I'm going to get this all the way up to 400. I'm going to put my time on 50 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and let this get up to 400 degrees and then I will come back and we will press the trucker hat. All right, so we are at 400 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and place it. I'm making sure that the silver piece is back here. And then I'm going to go ahead and push the lever all the way down, making sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to go grab my lint roller. I will be right back. All right, when you're doing sublimation at high temperatures, you do want to make sure you kind of lint roll. Lint tends to turn its a blue color. And I never lint roll good enough. I always end up having blue somewhere. So, all right, this is the print. I did go ahead and cut close on here as well. So we're just going to go ahead and place. And I'm using sublimation paper. I forgot to show that in the materials earlier. But this is sublimation paper. And it will be linked down in the description box for you as well. The ink, the printer, everything. And then I cut off a little piece of my parchment paper. I'm going to place that, and then I'm going to place 2 more pieces of tape there as well, just to make sure it does not shift. And then we're going to pull this upward. I may have the same issue where the corners here won't get pressed, so I may have to do this in 2 presses. So I'm going to go ahead and push the green button. Oh, you know what? Nope, it looks like all corners are being pressed. Yep, so I don't think I'll have to do it again. Oh no, this little corner is not being pressed. Okay, yeah, this little corner here, there's like a teeny tiny piece of ink. It's like one little dot. I don't think I'm gonna worry about it as far as repressing the whole thing. It's one little corner. if you are somebody who cares about like that one little corner being pressed, just take that into consideration when you're measuring your image size. I could have made this image maybe like, I made it 5, I could have made it like a 4.7 and everything would have fit. Okay, so a good sign is that we can see the ink through the paper. That's a good, even through the parchment paper. So that is a good sign that we got a good press. That looks amazing. So this is the little dot. So you see here we have 1, 2, 3 dots. Over here, I also had 1, 2, 3 dots. The third dot was the one that wasn't getting pressed. But like I said, I wasn't going to repress the whole hat and risk burning it for one little dot over here. So to accommodate that, you could just make it like literally like 4.8, 4.7, 4.9, something like that. But this looks amazing. Look at this color. We got a beautiful press. These hats look absolutely amazing. The biggest difference between this one and the other one, because I do have the manual heat press as well, hat press from Htvront as well. The biggest difference obviously is the auto. But as far as pressure, being able to do, you know, sublimation, the HTV over the seam here, it did the job even with the auto pressure. And I didn't see a button to be able to adjust the pressure, but I don't think I need to. I mean, it looks really, really good. All right, you guys, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All materials will be down in the description box, including this hat press. And I do have a code for you guys, a coupon code for you guys as well. Make sure you are checking there. The official launch date for this, I believe, is November 25th, 2025. So if you are watching this before then, just make sure you are keeping an eye out. I will try to make sure I have an email blast go out as well. So make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter so that when it does go live and it launches, you are able to grab yours. But thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye, guys.